Hello, my name is Jerry Kersey. The city of Manchester has a long and glorious past. This video doesn't attempt to be an historical record of the city, more of a nostalgic glimpse of film clips from various sources. It's a reflection of some of the events and long-forgotten images as seen through the eyes of local filmmakers. If there's been an original soundtrack on the film, if possible, this has been preserved to reflect the people's thoughts of the time. I hope you enjoy it as much as they did.
Manchester, centuries-old city of international trade. Today, capital of the thriving Northwest, serving the needs of one of the world's greatest industrial areas. Population, within 10 miles of the city centre, 2.5 million. 4.5 million within 20 miles. Centre of commerce, marketing, insurance, and banking. Manchester, the inland city, the third major seaport in the United Kingdom.
The Salford Cine Society dates back to around 1933. They were very active in the 1930s, producing many local feature films. These highlights from one of their films, Safety First, won the Barnhill Cup from the Federation of Cinematographic Societies in 1938. It gives a fascinating insight into the streets of Salford in the 30s. Let's watch it as it was meant to be seen, without sound. Manchester has always been a busy and bustling place. Even in the 30s, it was sometimes difficult to get across the road. Electric trams provided a low-cost means of transport around Manchester for nearly 50 years. They were finally taken out of service in 1949. It was said to ease congestion on the city centre roads. Manchester has two great football clubs, City and United. And in September 1962, 49,000 fans turned out to watch this local derby at Old Trafford. Jack Irons, the United mascot, a well-known character for many years, is seen with Bill Foulkes, who wins the toss, and Alex Harley at the kick-off. Peter Dobing takes a penalty for City. It's a goal! Dennis Law scores against Bert Troutman in goal. It's a different story every day, but it always begins here at Cross Street, the old Manchester Evening News premises. The first copy of the Manchester Evening News was produced on October the 10th, 1868, and was sold for £1.80. How would you like to fill up your car at these prices? 5 gallons for £1. Sullivan's Street Traders. Buy your wife or yourself some flowers. The Shambles and the Old Wellington Inn, the oldest pub in Manchester. During town centre development in the 70s, it was raised from where it had sat for over 6 centuries by a height of 4.5 feet to blend in with its new surroundings. Does anyone recognise this development? Now a familiar landmark. The CIS building. And characters like these. Oh, that looks painful. For almost 150 years, children and adults from 2 great religious communities have turned out in their thousands in areas in and around Manchester, like this local procession in Wythenshawe in the 1930s. Or on a larger scale, complete with the reddish brass band, processions like this one in Gorton in 1947 were a common sight, showing the splendour of the occasion. Behind all the happy atmosphere and spectacle of the occasion are strong religious ties to the Catholics, who walk on the Friday, and the Protestants, who walk on the Monday. Girl Guides. Bellevue was the North's most popular entertainment centre in its heyday. Over the years, millions of people passed through the turnstiles. There were many attractions: firework displays, brass band contests, wrestling, to name but a few. The zoo, with many rare and unusual animals. In the earlier years, it was said admission was free if you brought a cat for the Eagles' meal. Exciting rides and wet ones.